Hello friends and welcome to YouTube channel Freedom Tech, and in this session what we are going to learn. In this session we are going to set the communication in between our Raspberry Pi 4 inbuilt Bluetooth module, and we have here our hc-05 Bluetooth module. As you can see, this is what our hc-05 Bluetooth module, which we are going to connect with our Arduino Uno board, and then we are going to control this LED bulb on off action with the help of our Bluetooth communication. Okay, so before we move to our practical, friends, if you learn something from our videos, please consider to subscribe our channel. Okay friends, thank you so much, and let's get started. So friends, in this session we are going to set a Bluetooth serial communication with the help of Raspberry Pi 4 inbuilt Bluetooth module and hc-05 Bluetooth module, which we are going to connect with our Arduino Uno board. Okay, so first we are going to connect the hc-05 Bluetooth module with our Arduino Uno board. Okay, so friends, now we are going to connect our hc-05 Bluetooth module with our Arduino Uno board. Okay, so pins which we are going to use here: the RX pin, then TX pin, the ground pin, and the VCC. So RX of our hc-05, which we want to connect with Arduino Uno board TX pin. As you can see, this one, the TX. Then the TX of our hc-05 board, the module, which we want to connect with the RX. Here, as you can see at the end, RX. Okay. Then ground connect with the ground of Uno board. Then VCC we want to connect with the 5 volt. Okay, as you can see, we have here 5 volt on our Arduino Uno board. Okay, so RX connect with the TX of Uno board, then TX connect with the RX of Uno board, then ground connect with the ground, and VCC connect with the 5 volt of our Uno board. This is how you need to connect the module, the hc-05 module, with the Arduino Uno board. And I'm going to use here this jumper cable. As you can see, male to female jumper cable, which we are going to use for connecting our hc-05 module with our Arduino Uno board. Okay, so now let me connect the module with our Arduino Uno board. Okay, so friends, as you can see, I have connected our hc-05 Bluetooth module with our Arduino Uno board using male to female jumper cable. Again, I am going to explain the pins. RX connect with the TX of Arduino Uno board, TX connect with the RX of our Arduino Uno board, then ground connect with the ground, and VCC connect with the 5 volt of our Arduino Uno board. Okay, then we are going to connect our bulb, okay, our LED bulb with our Arduino Uno board. So LED bulb, 2 pins. Okay, so large pin which we are going to connect with the pin number 30, and the small pin which we are going to connect with the ground. Okay, so pin number 30. Okay, so we are going to connect with this one pin, as you can see, the pin number 13. Okay, and then ground, which we are going to connect with the small pin of our LED. Okay, so let me connect the LED bulb with the Arduino Uno board. Okay, so friends, as you can see, I have connected the LED bulb with the pin number 30 and the ground connect with the ground. Okay, so this is how you need to connect the hardware with Arduino Uno board. Now we are going to move on our Raspbian Buster legacy version desktop machine. Okay, so friends, when we uploading the sketch inside our Arduino Uno board for our hc-05 Bluetooth module, we need to remove the RX and the TX pin from our Arduino Uno board. Otherwise the code will be not upload inside our Arduino Uno board. The sketch will not upload, it will give us error. Okay, so after uploading the sketch inside our Arduino board, again we need to connect our RX and TX pins with our Arduino Uno board. Okay, so friends, we are now on our Raspbian Buster legacy version. First, what we want to do, we want to install the Pi apps, and with the help of Pi apps we are going to install Arduino IDE. Okay, so this is what the one line command. I will mention the command inside my description box. You need to simply copy and paste the command from my description box to our terminal. Simply paste and just hit enter. It will automatically install the Pi apps on our Raspbian Buster legacy version. Okay, so I have already installed the Pi apps. As you can see, this is what the logo. and because /home/pyapps is already exit, that's why it's not download, okay, because I have already installed. So this is how you need to simply copy and paste the command from my description box to our terminal, and it will automatically install the pyapps. That's it. Then go to the menu, accessories, and then we have here our pyapps. As you can see, pyapps, click on the pyapps and it will open the pyapps like this way. Then go to the all apps, and then we have here Arduino. As you can see, click on the Arduino and it will open this kind of window. As you can see, it says install, because I have already installed the Arduino IDE. You need to simply click on the install button, okay, and then it will automatically install Arduino IDE on our Raspberry and Buster. That's it. We have our Arduino IDE software ready. Now simply we are going to start our code for our Arduino Uno board. So click on Arduino IDE and it will open Arduino IDE software inside our Raspberry and Buster legacy version. As you can see, it's opening, okay. So friends, our software is open, and first what we are going to do, we are going to simply change the name. So go to the file, click on save as, and we are going to mention the name hc-05. This is what our sketch name, hc-05. Click on save. That's it. So first what we are going to do, we are going to simply mention here our LED pin. So int LED is equal to pin number 13. So pin number 13, where we connect our LED bulb with Arduino Uno board, pin number 13. So int LED is equal to pin number 13. That's it. Now then come inside the setup, and here we are going to start our serial, okay. So let's say serial dot begin, and inside that we need to mention the baud rate. So 9600. That's it, okay, 9600. Then we need to mention the pin mode for our LED bulb, okay, pin mode, only M capital, okay, pin mode, and inside that we need to mention LED and then output like this way, okay. Serial.begin, baud rate, pin mode, LED and output. Then now we need to come inside our loop. So come inside the loop, and here first what we want to do, we want to say like this way, if the serial is available, then whatever condition which we want to create, we can simply create. But first what we want to mention it, we want to say like this way, if the serial is available. So let's say if serial available, serial dot available, okay, if serial dot available, okay, like this way. That's it. So this is what our first condition, if the serial is available. Then now what we want to do, we can simply say int a is variable, int a is equal to our serial parse int, okay. So serial dot parse int, like this way, simple. What we are going to do basically, friends, we are going to send the numbers, or we can say basically the integer data from our Raspberry Pi 4 to our Arduino Uno. Let's say if I send 100, so if the 100 is data, then we are going to say our LED bulb is on. If we can say if the 200 is the data, means 200 number which we are going to send from our Raspberry Pi 4 to our Arduino Uno, then our LED bulb is basically off. So this is what our condition which we are going to create here, okay. So we are going to send basically the data in format of the integer. So for that we need to mention int a is equal to serial dot parse int, okay. That's it. Now simply we are going to create our conditions, because inside the a we have our data in integer format. So let's say if a is equal to, as I mentioned, if a is equal to 100, okay, if a is equal to 100, then we can say digital write, and we need to mention here what we want to mention. We want to mention LED, and then it will become high. That's it. if A is equal to 100, then our LED will on. That's why digital write LED high. Then same thing which we are going to mention like this way. Just a minute. Okay, after here we can create here another if condition. So let's say if A is equal to 200, okay, if A is equal to 200, then digital write and then this time we are going to mention LED pin and the low. Okay, so if A is equal to 100, our LED bulb will be on. If A is equal to 200, then our LED bulb will be off. A simple serial communication. Okay, so now for here our knowing purpose, what we are going to do after A, we can say serial dot print ln, and then inside that we need to mention our A. Okay, so let's just verify our code, and our code is perfect. Okay, so this is what our code. First, what we want to do, we want to mention the LED pin. So int LED is equal to 13. Then inside that setup we need to mention serial.begin 9600 is the baud rate, then pin mode LED output, then come to the loop. Then here first what we want to do, if the serial is available, so if serial available, then we need to mention the variable, and variable we need to mention in the integer. So int A is equal to serial.parse int, then serial.println, it will show us the data inside our terminal. For that we need to mention serial.println, and inside that we need to mention our variable. Then simply we can say if the A is equal to 100, then LED will be on. If the A is equal to 200, our LED will be off. This is the simple code. Now we are ready and we can simply upload the sketch inside our Arduino Uno board. Serial port is not selected. Okay, so we need to first go inside the tools, then board, Arduino Uno, then go to the tools and the port. Inside that we need to select /dev/tty-acm0. this is what our Arduino Uno board. Okay, now I have select the port. If I upload the code, compiling sketch, uploading, and done uploading. Okay, now what we want to do, as I mentioned, we disconnect our TX and RX pin from our Arduino Uno board for uploading the sketch. Now we need to connect our RX and TX pins with the Arduino Uno board because we successfully upload the sketch inside our Uno board. Now I'm going to connect the RX and TX pins with our Uno board. Then we are going to move on our Raspberry Pi 4 side. Okay friends, so friends, now we need to create our Python code for Raspberry Pi 4 side. Okay, so we successfully upload the Arduino code inside our Arduino Uno board, and I have connect the RX TX pins with the Arduino Uno board, and my Bluetooth module is now ready. Okay, the red color LED is basically blinking. Okay, so now first what we want to do, we want to know the address of our hc-05 Bluetooth module. For that we are going to open the terminal, and then we need to run the command like this way, sudo bluetooth. Okay, just press the tab, sudo bluetooth ctl, press tab again, sudo bluetooth ctl. This is what the command which we want to run. So simply just hit enter. Then as you can see, agent register, and we are now inside the Bluetooth. Okay, as you can see, and here what we want to do, first we need to run the command agent on, like this way, agent space on. Just hit enter. Agent is already registered. Now we need to start here our scan. So simply let's say scan on, scan space on, just hit enter. It will automatically scan all the Bluetooth devices which basically near as our Raspberry Pi 4 Bluetooth. Okay, so as you can see, hc-05, this is what our hc-05 Bluetooth module, and this is the address. Okay, this is the device address. So we need to copy this address and simply save inside the text file. Okay, so I have here our text file and I am going to save that address over here. Okay, so this is what hc-05 address. Okay, so simply run the command sudo space bluetooth ctl, then you will come inside the Bluetooth, agent on. Okay, agent space on, then scan space on, then it will scan all the Bluetooth devices which nearby our Raspberry Pi 4. That's it. And then you need to simply copy and paste your hc-05 Bluetooth module address. Okay, let me show you. Okay, as you can see, this is the address, this is the MAC address of our device. Simply copy and paste inside the text file because we need this address. Okay, so we have done. Now simply I am going to press here Ctrl Z, okay, and clear the screen. That's it. Now what we want to do, we want to simply create our Python code. So let me minimize these things and go to the menu, programming, Tony Python IDE, and we are going to create our Python code. Okay, so here switch to regular mode because this is the complete fresh installation. So switch to regular mode and again go to the programming, click on Tony Python IDE, and now we have our regular mode. So untitled, click on save, and let's say hc-05.py. This is also our Python script name, hc-05. Okay, so now let's import our serial. So import serial. Okay, import serial. And friends, before we start our code, I forget to mention here one more thing. First, what we want to do, we are going to use here rfcom. So run the command like this way, sudo space rfcom and just --help. As you can see, this is the options, okay, which we are going to use here. So this rfcom is basically we are going to use for connecting the Bluetooth device inside our Raspberry Pi 4. Okay, so rfcom, and we are going to use here the command bind command. Okay, we are going to use the bind command, and from removing the devices we are going to use here a release command. Okay, so bind for connecting the devices and the release for the releasing the devices, or we can say in simple language the disconnecting our devices simply. So first we want to connect our device. Okay, so let's run the command sudo rfcom. Okay, sudo rfcom, and then what we want to do here, we want to mention here a number. Okay, but first let's say sudo rfcom, then our bind. Okay, bind for creating the connection, or simply we can say binding the connection. So sudo rfcom space bind, then mention the number for the connection. So let's say this is the first one. You can mention 4, 3, 5. Okay, any number you want to mention you can mention. So let's say not 1, basically let's say 7. Okay, so sudo rfcom space bind space 7. Then what we want to do, we want to mention our hc-05 MAC address name, the address name. So we paste our address inside our text file. So copy the address and open the terminal and just paste here and just hit enter. That's it. We create the connection, and our connection is basically binding on the 7 number. Okay, 7 numbers. So now we are ready, and where is our Tony Python IDE? So we create our file. So import serial, then we need to mention here import time. That's it. Now what we are going to do, we need to create here our variable for our device. So let's say Bluetooth is equal to inside that, not inside that, first we want to mention the serial dot serial. Bluetooth is equal to serial dot s capital, serial dot serial. Then we need to mention our device. So our device is like this way, /dev, then rf com, and the number, the 7. If you mention here 3, you need to mention 3. So let's say I mention here 7. So dev/rf com 7. This is what our device address, /dev/rf com 7, and then we need to mention the baud rate. So baud rate we set on our Arduino Uno board 9600. That's it. This is how we need to mention our address, our serial address for creating the connection, /dev/rf com, and then the number, the connection number. So I have mentioned here a 7. So simply I am going to mention the 7. If you mention 2, you need to mention 2. That's it. Then now simply we can create our while loop. So let's say while true. Okay, and as I mentioned, we are going to send our user input. So we need to create here input function. So a is equal to input, and then inside that we need to mention enter here our user data like this way. Okay, and then we need to create here our variable. So let's say string is equal to format of our data, so x, like this way. String is equal to x, curly braces, and inside that 0. This is what our format of the data. Then dot format, and then we need to send our user input, so a. That's it. Now we need to write our data. So we are going to use our Bluetooth variable, because this Bluetooth variable is our connection, our path. Okay, so simply let's say Bluetooth is our variable. Okay, Bluetooth dot write. Then what we want to do, we want to send this string. So let's say string dot encode, and then UTF-8. That's it, friends. That's it. This is what our Python code. Now simply save the code. Okay, and now what we are going to do, we need to connect the Bluetooth hc-05 from here. Okay, from here, because it has a pin. Okay, and we need this pin. So simply go here, click on add device, and as you can see hc-05, select it, click on pairing request, and as you can see, please enter the pin code. So we need to mention the code. So here we need to mention the code, and the code is 1234. That's it, 1234. Click on OK. Pair successful. Click on OK. So now what we are going to do, we are going to simply open our serial monitor. Okay, serial monitor, and we are going to send our number. So enter. So 100 for on LED, so 100. Okay, and I can see my LED bulb is on, which we connect with the Arduino Uno pin number 13, and inside that serial monitor, as you can see, 100. We send the 100, it's receiving the 100, and LED bulb is on. So if I send 200, hit enter, the LED is off, and inside the monitor, serial monitor, it's receiving the 200. It means we have successfully set the communication in between our Raspberry Pi 4 inbuilt Bluetooth and our Arduino Uno hc-05 Bluetooth module. Okay, so now what we are going to do, simply we create the connection. Now how to release the connection? Okay, so simply let's just stop the code, and again we are going to open our terminal, and from connecting the connection, or we can say from creating the connection, bind is the command. Now simply same command, and we are going to simply change here bind with release. Okay, as you can see, release, this is the command, and simply hit enter over here. That's it. Now we release the device, basically we can say, or we can say we release the connection. So now if I go here and now if I start the code, as you can see, could not open port /dev/rfcom7 error, no such a file or directory, because we release the connection. Okay, so this is how you need to bind the connection, then you need to release the connection. Now I am going to again bind here a connection with the command bind, just hit enter, and then because we already set the pin, now we don't want to set again the pin for our hc-05 because we already set the pin. So if I start the code, now 100, I can see the LED is on. If I send the 200, LED is off. So this is how, friends, you can create the connection in between your Raspberry Pi 4 inbuilt Bluetooth and hc-05 Bluetooth module. Okay, now I am going to start my mobile camera, and then we are going to see the live action. Okay, means we are going to see I am going to send a number from here, and we are going to basically see the LEDs on or off action. That's it. So friends, as you can see, I have connected the Uno board with my battery pack, okay, using Win pin and the ground pin. Now the Uno board is basically powered with the help of our battery pack. Okay, and this is what our hc-05 Bluetooth module, and this is what our LED bulb. Okay, and this is what our script. If I hit enter, the 100, okay, as you can see, I have mentioned the 100, hit enter, the bulb is on. If I mention here 200, and as you can see, I mention here 200, and if I hit enter, the bulb is off. Okay, so this is how you can create the communication in between Raspberry Pi 4 inbuilt Bluetooth module and hc-05 Bluetooth module. Okay, I hope you learned something from this video. We'll meet our next video. Till then, thank you, take care, and bye bye.